I'm at the Gondwana Link office in Albany looking at the Gondwana Link map. And how did this come about, Keith?
Well, it evolved like the landscape. I still remember with a group of farmers, the original Fitzgerald Biosphere group in the mid-80s, when we saw our first satellite photos of southwestern Australia. The bleakness of the cleared wheat belt was pretty apparent. You can see the straight edge of the Darling Scarp and the state forest, but it was then that we realised that we had most of the bush left in southwestern Australia was down here along the south, from the forests, the big national parks, and the big bit of then unknown bush the other side of the wheat belt. And that's when we started talking about the potential to, in this one part of the southwest, connect it all up, back up again, and be connected right through to the heart of Australia. And we actually had a meeting in the Pingerup Roadhouse. So we went out the back with a stick and drew a map of southwestern Australia and drew what we now call the swish. It captured the area where we can do the most good and retain the most of the values in the ecological function in the southwest. It is the wet to dry trajectory along which species have moved over eons as the climate has wobbled around. 1,000 kilometres from Margaret River through to the edge of the Nullarbor Plain. And if you draw a line in the right places, over 900 kilometres of that is still there. And you don't get that in many parts of the world. And we're increasing that 900 kilometres till the day when it'll be 1,000 kilometres of a big thick band of bush all the way across. We now know, we guessed it at the time, but we now know it has the bulk of the botanical richness of the southwest and all the hotspots within the hotspots. It is the part of the world that even as the cold front slips further south and the southwest dries out a bit more, it is the bit that still gets clipped by the cold fronts, and it's got lots of climate refugia and those big national parks in the dry country which we don't have anywhere else.